Day 33 on Noom, July 28th, 2020. My weight is down as of this morning. It was 441.4, so it's a total of 22.3 pounds down. Fantastic. I decided to go walking. I did a long walk before I got to the pool, and I did my swim. Got back to the house, got ready for work, and worked. So that whole regimen is down. The problem is my leg hates me for doing this. And I've decided I'm no longer going to do any more walks this week until Saturday. I'm just going to walk to the pool, do the swim, and come back. It's bad. The sciatica is horrible. If this is the first time you've seen me, the sciatica is being caused by a ruptured disc. It's not fixable without surgery. So no chiropractor can fix it. I spent thousands of dollars going to one, and that didn't work. Matter of fact, I got gout from my chiropractor. One day my chiropractor is not available to work with me, so I get the other person in her office, and he decides to go work on my foot, and he does something, he snaps my ankle, and all of a sudden I got gout. Next day I got gout. Never had gout before in my life. I was not happy, and now I take gout medicine. So it was like it was there the whole time, and he just released it. So I appreciate the suggestions. The only thing that's going to work to resolve this disc is to fuse the vertebrae. My plan is, and something's helping, maybe it's the mobility, just strictly the mobility. And that's the case. I don't want to do the surgery. I just want to deal with the pain. But oh my goodness, it's almost comical. It's like it's this child that you're not giving the Oreo cookies to or something, and it's just beating you with a hammer. That's what it feels like. It feels like someone is taking a hammer and just hitting my hip constantly and won't stop. And for whatever reason, I feel I can walk through this. And I do. I pay for it every day. I did all the exercise. I came back, and while I was working in my chair here, I got up to go to the restroom, and my thighs were like, no, we're not doing it. We told you before, we're not going to do it. So I had to fall back into the chair. I laughed. I was like, okay, you got me. So here's my mistake. I was pedaling around on Instagram, and I saw this picture, which looked like it would be a really good dinner. And I sent it to my friends, my wife, and I'm like, hey, dinner idea. Everybody's like, dude, what time's dinner? This looks great. It was sauteed spinach and mushrooms. It was cauliflower rice, which I'm not a big fan of, so we decided to change that up with mashed cauliflower. Huge fan of that. And a grilled shrimp. And what I decided to do was take the shrimp, season it with the Flavor God everything seasoning. Like, got the shrimp all thawed out, put it in a Ziploc bag, put the seasoning in there, and tossed it around. It was perfect. Put it in the air fryer. My air fryer has 2 levels, so I was able to cook a whole bunch. And here's where the mistake was. I ate with my eyes. I had been eyeballing this dinner all day. Matter of fact, I even went to my Noom calculator and I put in everything what I planned on eating. 2 cups of shrimp, 2 cups of mashed cauliflower, a cup of spinach, and a cup of sauteed mushrooms. The calories were ridiculously low. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. It was an enormous amount of food. And my mistake was I ate it. I ate it, and I feel so bad. I'm like, I ate healthy. I didn't fry anything. It was all just dry spices and liquid aminos. I did use that for the mushrooms. Now, I have the worst indigestion. I feel so full. And I think it's because I guess maybe the stomach is getting smaller. I don't know. I don't know. But I haven't been eating this much. And this was an enormous amount of food. I didn't even finish it, is how big it was. But I did finish all the shrimp. Because I'm like, shrimp. It's green, right? It's green. Let's do this. And I did, and I'm paying for it. Horrible. We have a vehicle that only has air conditioning in the front because it's a two-door car. One day I'm driving it, and I realize that I'm so wide that I'm blocking any air conditioning to getting to the back seat. So that is my goal. It's one of my new NSVs, is to get small enough where my child doesn't roast in the back seat because of my largeness, my fatness is blocking his air. Can you imagine if child services was there with a cop? They pull me over like, do you know that you're blocking his air? Do you know there's got to be a law against that? It's the fatness law. That's what it is. You're too big to sit in front of your child. You're gonna have to lose some weight. So we're gonna take you to jail. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to my doctor tomorrow. Now, we moved out of town over a year ago, and I have yet to look for another doctor because the doctor I've got is so awesome. He's the best. He's like House. You know, I don't know if you know House MD, but he just knows everything because the House guy's an actor. But the doctor that we have, he just knows it. It's like he's such a nerd, but it's a good thing. Like, he knows exactly what to do. This dude, the doctor actually calls back. The doctor calls back. So I'm traveling 2.5 hours to go back to my doctor tomorrow. It's going to be an all-day trip. And this visit, it's the annual visit. I remember the first time I asked him, like, do we have to do this? And he said, do you think I really want to do it? I was going to have fried chicken today. Do you think I want to go touch fried chicken now? And you know what? You're my doctor for life. I love this guy. He's so funny. And he's on top of it. I know I've dropped 22.3 pounds, and we'll see where I'm at in the morning. Probably gained after doing this stupid thing I did today. The last time they saw me, I was less weight than I'm going to be tomorrow. So I can't walk in there and say, oh, I lost 22 pounds. You're going to go, no. According to our records, you're a little fatter. That's what you. And they don't even have a scale that weighs me. They don't. He has an old-time scale that slides back and forth. You know, you get on it and you do the little tumblers or whatever they are. But they have it all the way to the right, and it still doesn't move because I weigh more than the scale can handle. What's funny is the scale looks like it weighs a lot. Like it weighs as much as I do. And I'm like, who are you to tell me I weigh a lot? But he asked me, he goes, so what do you think you weigh? The scale goes to 350. And I said, are we on the honor system? He goes, yeah. I said, 351, I guess. So it's been I haven't been 351 in I don't know how many years. I think 2015. January 2015, I was 351. Anyway. Well, I hope you had a good time hanging out with me, because I am absolutely miserable from eating so stupidly. Just because we're eating healthier doesn't mean I have to eat the entire garden. That's my lesson of the day.